Hey friends of mine, this is step 10 in the Mastering Your Year series. My name is Alina Dompt, for those of you who are new around here, and I love digital planning. This is a 10-step series, and step 10 is devoted entirely to tackling your calendar. This is essentially a quick and easy start to preparing for the year ahead, and perhaps you've just gotten your new planner and you'd like to start fresh. Right here's a great place to start. That being said, make sure to go back and watch the previous steps if you haven't, so that you are better prepared for this one. All right, I just want to walk you through setting up your calendar for this first month and week and day of the year. Starting on the yearly tab, let's zoom in on January. Remember that the month button will take you to the month, the green tabs on the side will take you to the weeks, and each number will take you to the day. Let's start in January. I'm going to begin by putting in all of the events that I know of, which is like my birthday. I have no other plans for January yet, so I guess it's time to start thinking about that. Let's brainstorm some plans, why don't we? Okay, so we're going to start with events. For example, I'm going to put in a Disney movie night like I talked about in my last video. I'd like to do French nights on Thursdays and family home evening on Mondays. Then we're going to think about the time management stuff that we've talked about in previous videos, as well as our goals. So for me, I want to set a date to upload a new file to the Creative Studio library for you guys. I want to set a date for a vlog and another vlog. I want to finish my chore magnets this month, so I'm going to give myself a due date for that. I want to create a free-form story file for my husband because we are writing a book together and I want us to be on the same page for the plot. No pun intended there. I want to plan out 2 date nights, and I want to plan out 2 harp practices with my mother-in-law. We play music together. She plays flute and I play harp. So I want to make sure we have some nights to practice together. Okay, next, I'm just looking over at my systems on the left-hand side, and what you want to do is just kind of go down in order and think, okay, so I set my goals, now what's next? Self-care. Okay, what can I do for self-care this month? So for me, I'm thinking I'm going to paint my nails with my daughter, my family can go on a hike together, and I'm going to do a play date with my sister-in-laws and all of their new babies. Okay, then next on the list, let's see, on this side, it's entertainment. So we're going to make a plan to read 2 books. I'm going to write that off on the to-do list side, and I want to play Legend of Zelda because my husband's been begging me to finish the game before the next Legend of Zelda game comes out. Okay, then next on this side, home. I'm thinking, okay, I need to do my purge list. Okay, the 4 things I want to do off the purge list are pantry, cleaning supplies, makeup, and medication. So I'm going to go through and purge those this month. We'll do 1 every week. We'll do that on Wednesday. All right, and then I'm also thinking in home, I have home project lists, and so I want to finish the chicken coop this month so that we can get chickens in there and start getting eggs. And now I'm just going to beautify it a bit, put some nice pictures, maybe some winter things so that I can just looking at my planner. And we don't want to forget to tackle our check-in page a little bit and get ready for the month there. So you're going to want to title your calendar on the right, and I have some pre-made titles for you in your sticker book. Make sure you have your days written out in your mini calendars, and you should be good to go. Okay, now that we have laid out our month, let's transfer anything from that spread to our weekly spread. Now, I know I'm not gonna be using my events box, so I'm gonna white it out and replace it with a chore card. I'm going to write in my top goals for the week, clean up the Christmas mess, finish the new download, and rest. I'm also going to try to build new habits this week, and I'm going to include exercise, practice the harp, drink water, and keep up on my loads of laundry. That's like one of my hardest chores to do. Next, I'm going to block out my time. So you can do this in one of two ways. The first is to use the boxes that I provided in your sticker book, and the second is to use the Shapes tool with these settings on the screen. Make sure to refer to all of your time management pages up on the top so that you can remember what you're actually working towards and how you want to plan out your time. Lastly, write in your to-do lists at the bottom. And don't forget to check in on your meal planning pages. I'm not going to run through this in detail at all. I just want to remind you that it's there for you to use. The one note I'm going to make is that in my snacks section, I rarely write down the snacks that we'll eat. I almost always write down things like bake bread or pickle some onions. You know, just more handy ingredients for recipes or things to store and snack on later. That's just an idea though. All right, now we are looking at the daily spread for Monday. We are going to start by copying our schedule on the weekly page to this page. The next thing I would do is write down the 5 things that you're grateful for, just to start off the day on a good note. Next, you'll want to write in your to-do list. Generally, I'll say a prayer before I write this in and ask God to guide me to do the things that are most important on that day. Then in the boxes, I will put a number order on them and prioritize them. I move the top 3 into my goals boxes, and after I finish that, I move up to my daily check-in and fill in my focus, meals, quality of sleep, and hours of sleep. I'll update the other elements throughout the day as I accomplish them or get a better perspective on my emotions and health. Do not forget to highlight today's mood and weather down at the bottom. And then down at the bottom in the other corner, I slip in my chore card. Lastly, fill out your reading tracker at the bottom and leave your journal entry until the end of the day. Thank you for joining me in step 10. This brings us to the end of our journey to mastering the year. I hope that you found value in this series and choose to stick around with me for my adventures this year and all of the new content that will be uploaded to the Creative Studio library. I already have a list of good notes and planning tutorials planned for very soon, so make sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any of it, and I will see you in the next video.